Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and I am a part-time reseller. I sell on the platforms Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and this video is a what sold on those platforms for the second week of October, which is from the 4th through the 10th. So it's from a Saturday to a Sunday. All three of those platforms, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what sold for me, how much I grossed, how much I net, and I'll try to put pictures up here. Now I may skip putting a few photos just to kind of quickly tell you that this sold, or I also might just do like items over $20, just because to do every single item does take a lot longer, especially when editing, to put the items up here, and sometimes it may not really matter. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start in order from the platform that I made the least net amount of money on to the highest. So the first platform is going to be Mercari, and it's nice because sometimes I can't even really talk about that platform because I didn't sell anything, but I did have one sell over on that platform, and it was a kids boots. The brand was Mickey's House, M-I-K-I House. When I first got them, I actually pulled them out of a ThredUp DIY box. So this box was kids shoes exclusively, and I only have one more pair of kids shoes listed. Every single other pair has sold, so I've definitely made quite a bit of profit on that box. This brand, when I first read that, I thought maybe it was just like a knockoff for Disney, or you know, like a counter kind of fit shoe, but after looking it up, they actually retail very high. So these boots probably retailed for about $110, $90, anywhere from $80 to $120 is their overall retail price. And I'd seen a couple of the boots sold on eBay, and they sold for about $40 in brand new condition. This pair did look new, but it had a little flaw on the tip, so I listed mine still for $40 on the platforms, and I ended up taking a best offer for $25. I think on Mercari I listed a little bit less because the fees are less, and I took a best offer for $25. The buyer paid shipping, so my earnings was $22.05. Which makes that my total net from Mercari because that was my only sell. My second highest earning platform this week was Poshmark. Poshmark tends to be my highest earning platform, but eBay does come in there every now and then. So this week eBay was my highest earning platform. So now I'm going to go ahead and talk about some sales on Poshmark during this week. So I had 11 sales on Poshmark this week, which is pretty low for how I've been doing. I did about 50% of what my sales have normally been. So I'm not 100% sure why. I have not been listing like crazy. I know the previous weeks I have been listing. This past week I've been really trying to organize and do a lot of behind the scenes work. And so I did list items, but very sporadically. Like maybe I'd list one item one day and then the next day none, then the third day 5, and then 3, or however. So it wasn't, you know, like 5 items every single day, or 20 items, then nothing, then 20. So that might have something to do with it on Poshmark. Okay, so one item I'm very proud of is a pair of Corky's booties. And this was my first time finding Corky's. I remembered seeing them, they're wedge booties, and just thinking, oh, these look like they're well made, expensive. And then that name kind of rung a bell. So I'm pretty sure that I've heard of this brand or seen it in hauls or what sold videos throughout social media, YouTube. I just don't remember exactly from where. So I picked them up, and I was very happy that these sold for $50 pretty quickly. Now I did list them at $60. I got a best offer for $50, gladly accepted. There was a flaw in the back of one of the shoes. There was a little nick, like if a hook or something, kind of a razor, just cut right at the back a little bit. So that was unfortunate, but I'm still happy that I made $40 on those. And these I picked up for $8 at Buffalo Exchange Outlet. Now everything that I've sold, or that I say I've picked up, I have not done any sourcing at all this month. So since the first day of last week, I haven't sourced anything. I'm just trying to go through all the inventory that I have, because I sincerely have enough inventory to probably last me 6 months. And I'd like to really profit big this fourth quarter and make as much money as possible. So it's been hard because I want to go thrifting, and I want to go to yard sales, and I want to do all the fun stuff, but I don't need to. So it's not a smart business move to continue to buy things when I have enough items here. So anything that I say I've picked up or whatnot, I've picked it up a long time ago, and I'm going to just be like listing it, or I've just listed it recently. So these did sell within just a couple days, so that was a very good flip. Another pair of shoes that I was very excited to sell were new in box Eileen Fisher booties. The booties sell very, very well during fall season. They really do. Pre-owned, new without box, slightly damaged, mall brands, high-end brands, anything booties sell great during the fall, so definitely be on the lookout for those. These I did pick up at Nordstrom Rack. I did some retail arbitrage, and so I did pay up for these. I believe I paid about $35. Realistically, I thought that they could really sell for $90 to $110, so I did list them on the higher side, about $125, and I've been slowly dropping the price because I've been sending out great offers from a lot of likers. And I feel like when you have in Poshmark or even eBay, when you have a lot of likers, a lot of watchers, and nobody's made a single offer, or nobody has even, you know, sent a counter to a low offer you've sent, that kind of gives the idea that maybe your item is priced too high and it's not really even something that's worth their time to try to negotiate, or they feel bad to send too low of an offer. So I had been pricing it down a little bit. I received an offer for $60. I had counted back and forth and came up to $75. So at $75, I earned $60. That was a nice round number to me. I was happy with that because even though I didn't double my profit, the $35 that I spent, I am still profiting $25. And all of the other shoes that I purchased this day at Nordstrom Rack, I have already sold to make my money back. So $60, a pure profit. You can't beat that, really. So there's those times where you have to pick and choose, you know, being greedy or making money. Another item that sold is a Vineyard Vines sweater. My dog wanted to say hi. This is a Vineyard Vine sweater that I picked out of a ThredUp men's rescue box. I thought at first that I could sell this for a little bit more than what it sold for, but I listed it for $25 and it sold for $20 on best. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I listed it for $30. And I got a best offer for $20, and I accepted that for $16. Most of these sweaters are selling for about $15 to $25. So when I see that, I always list mine a few dollars higher than some of the higher comps because I really like to be able to give great deals, great offers, discounts, things like that. So I listed it for $30. $20 was very reasonable for what I was expected to sell for, so I accepted that, made $16. I also sold a Lulu's dress. This dress I have had for almost a year. It was brand new with tags. Now, I had heard Lulu's did really well, so about a year ago, I picked up 2 new with tag dresses. One of them sold a few months ago. It still took a long time, and I didn't sell it for much. I believe I sold it for $30. I paid $8 for each of these dresses, so I did pay up because they were new with tags, and I had heard so many good things about them. This dress is a beautiful cocktail dress, and it's like got a body contour to it, very sexy. So I understand why this one went, you know, for the whole first half of the year to have no interest on it because people weren't going to parties and fancy dinners. They weren't needing cocktail dresses. Even now, it's a little, you know, iffy. So I accepted a best offer of $18. I accepted that. No, I'm so sorry. I'm getting all of this wrong. I sent an offer to likers for $18 because I did have a shipping discount on there. So I sent offer to likers for $18. I paid $2.12 shipping. So my earnings was $12.28. So I still profited, which I'm always happy with items like these that end up to kind of be bad buys, or maybe I shouldn't have purchased, or they're not performing as well as I thought. So I still made a little over $4 on this item, but that's not really in my business model, especially like nowadays. I want to be able to spend my money more wisely on items that are going to be bring in a really good investment, and so I can work smarter, not harder type of thing. But I am so happy that I made $4 profit. And then I sold a set. This is an Annie and Allie jewelry set. All three of these bracelets were from the ThredUp DIY jewelry box that I purchased. So I bundled 4 of these bracelets together. They were all kind of tarnished, needed cleaning. I don't have any jewelry cleaner, so I wasn't going to be able to clean them. So I figured lotting them up with similar styles would work. Then it was a pineapple, a feather, a crown, and a flower. So this did sell on offers to likers for $25 minus the shipping discount, so I earned $17.88. And that's really it on Poshmark. All of my other items sold for $10 to $13, and nothing really special to kind of mention or anything like that. So with all of those sales, my gross was $252. After the 20% platform fees plus the shipping discounts, my net was $188.22, which my net has been about $250 to $380. So this is pretty low of a week for me. Alright, now let's go ahead and get into eBay. So eBay was definitely the big winner, and I'll just start off by saying my net on eBay was $236.77. So it didn't outsell Poshmark by a lot, but that's about a solid $50 worth, and I did have more sales on eBay. On eBay I sold 13 items, so I did have 2 more items in there, and I'll go over a few of these items a little bit quicker because I did have a lot more sales for over $20, even $25. So the first thing to mention is a Columbia women's jacket. Now I did have a sale going on in my closet, 25% off pretty much all of my clothing, fashion accessories, and shoes. So this sold with my discount for $26.24, and there was free shipping on that. This I fit in a, not a padded, but a flat rate envelope, so shipping cost me just about $7. Then I sold a 2 sets, so it was a pair, but 2 sets of these scarfigans that I got in my FabFitFun box. So if you didn't watch that unboxing video, I'll post it up here so you can see that these scarves. So I got 2 boxes, and in each box I got one of those scarves. There was nothing really I wanted to do with those, nothing that I was going to wear. They were very nice luxury scarves, but the same person purchased both of these, which was very nice for shipping, so I was able to put them both together and just have one shipping cost. They sold for $44.98, and again, those were on my 25% off sale as well. But this is the price that they sold for after the discount. I had free shipping on those. I used Pirate Ship to ship these because I was able to put them in a larger poly mailer bag, and they shipped out for, I believe, $8, so that was really good. Then a pair of shoes. I sold some Nike hiking boots. These are really cool boots. I picked those up at Buffalo Exchange Outlet for $8. They were blue with like a pink coral inner, and they were actually youth boots, so they had the youth sizing, but any youth shoes that have, especially sneakers, Adidas, Nikes, things like that, if they have a 6, 7 youth size, I always configure men's and women's sizing as well, and I put that in the listing because it just opens up for a lot more potential buyers. And those sold for $50 with free shipping. And again, I shipped these Pirate Ship, and I think that they cost me $8 to $9 as well. Another pair of boots that sold, these were Justin boots. These were women's cowboy work boots, so they had the steel-toed, waterproof. I picked those up Buffalo Exchange Outlet as well for $8, and they were $35 is what they sold for, plus shipping. So I did add shipping on these because of them being steel-toed. They were extremely heavy, and in case shipping was going to be a little bit more out of pocket, I figured I'm okay with, you know, shipping being $13, $14. I'll pay the difference, but I wanted them to pay the bulk. Also, for whatever reason, if they did want to return these, they didn't fit, they don't like them, I didn't want to be out such a large sum because they were very heavy boots. So the buyer did pay $9.99 shipping on that. 2 more pairs of shoes that sold. One was a SAS, which are the San Antonio shoes. So this is the second pair to sell out of the big lot that I purchased from my yard sale right along that I went to. And they sold for $25 with free shipping. So again, I think that's about what these shoes are worth or what I'm going to get for them. I don't mind moving them quickly at $25 on any of the platforms, whether it be free shipping or paid shipping. I just think that's a pretty fair price. So maybe $20 to $30 is realistic. These I was able to fit inside of a padded flat rate, so they cost me just a little over $7, about $7.50 or so to ship. So that was a good turnaround, and I've officially made my money back for that box. So I spent $40 on 12 pairs. I've sold one of the pairs, sold this pair. So I've made my money back on the box. Now the other 10 pairs are pure profit, which is really nice. Then the last pair of shoes that I'm going to discuss is a pair of UGG boots. These are UGG Classic Croco. They're maroon with like a croc print design all around them. They weren't in the best condition, so they did have some wear. No actual damages, but you know, it's reshaped and stuff a little bit towards like the previous wear. So I did accept a best offer on these of $28 with the buyer paying $6.99 shipping. I was really hoping to sell them for about $35-$40. I listed them at $50, but $28 I think seemed reasonable, and I bought these again for $8 at Buffalo Exchange Outlet, so I doubled my money at least on that. So after everything's said and done, that's always a win. And then the last pair actually that I'm going to talk about is a pair of UGG boots that sold. Now the buyer has not paid yet. I've included all of those because until the order is actually canceled, the money is there. So once the order cancels, then I would subtract that as like a refund to come out. So these UGG boots, the buyer hasn't paid yet, but they are the Boom boots, and these are really cute. I purchased these quite a few months ago, again for $8 at Buffalo Exchange Outlet. I find most of my boots and shoes over there. A lot of people aren't willing to pay the retail price for a lot of those shoes, and they want to wait till the following weeks when they go on half price or $1. But I am always willing to pay $8 for boots because they sell for more, and especially around the season they're going to sell faster. Those sold for $45 with free shipping. I estimate that they're going to cost me about $7 to $8 to ship. I might be able to fit them into a padded flat rate. If not, I will ship them pirate ship, and so $45 with free shipping on those if the buyer pays. Hopefully they do. If not, I will talk about a refund in next week's video. So those minus everything else, or including everything else that has sold, everything else was about $10 to $15. So my gross was $370.32. Now after all the platform fees, after all the shipping fees, after the promoted fees, because I do a few of these items to sell promoted listing, my total net was $236.77. Now the shipping, there's no shipping fee included for those UGG boots yet because I haven't shipped them, so I haven't actually paid that fee. So that I would calculate in whenever they do pay, if they do pay. If not, then when I do the refund, I only have to worry about refunding out the UGG price that they sold for, and there's no shipping in there. So $236.92 was my net for eBay. Again, $188.22 for Poshmark, and $22.50 for Mercari, giving me a grand total of $447.49. That is $53 less than what my goal is. So I have a goal every single week of this month, which for me there is 5 weeks in this month of October. So for my business cycle, 5 weeks. So my goal is to profit $500 every single week so that I can end up with a overall net profit of $2,500 for the week. Now, granted, I am probably going to have, I think I have to get some more Dymo printer labels, and I might have to make a couple of other purchases here or there, but no cost of goods, so that's not a whole lot that I'm going to have to spend for business expenses. I do have to make up still for my Poshing Perfect, my List Perfectly, my storage fees, so I need to be making a little bit more than 500, but my goal is 500, and for me, I'm the type of person that I always strive to beat my goal. So I think that I can still do it because I am going to start listing a little bit more, so I have some more time off. I've scheduled some more availability for myself. I had some family visiting out of town last week and this week, so I was spending a lot of time with my family, and that's fine. That's completely okay. I was able to still manage making pretty close to my goal while sacrificing a lot of my time to be with my family, visit with my family from out of town, and just kind of hang out. And I did go fishing as well, so that was nice. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And I will see you all next time. Bye.